So, let's talk about Revengeance! This game did a lot of things right, so you should go buy it. Fine, we'll talk about it a bit more. One of the main goals of this game was to get Raiden from being a whiny, stupid baby kid from Metal Gear Solid 2 to the actual badass status. I mean, he was cool in Metal Gear Solid 4, but to many people that really wasn't enough. So, them good folks over at Platinum asked themselves, how do we get Raiden to be cooler? Now, I'm not saying I know exactly what they talked about, but this is probably pretty close. There are a lot of games out there that have protagonists that want to be badass, and there are a lot of games out there that have badass characters. I even did a video on that back, you know, in the olden days, but what I'm saying is that there's a fine line. You see, on one side you have the guy that tries too hard and ultimately fails because he's some big dumb loser and no one cares about him and he's a dope and... But on the other side, you get the character that just screams, hey, I'm dark and gritty, look at me, but don't really, because I don't care. So I'm pretty much just gonna spill out how to make a badass character so you developers don't have any more excuses to keep throwing shit at us. You killed him? Killed him, you monster! Now, there are two categories that I'm gonna talk about, so you better prepare your brains for learning. First, let's discuss the characteristics of a badass character. Ta-da! And by discuss, I mean I talk and you sit there and listen! Now the first thing your character needs is something to fight for.
What am I fighting for?
Now I got 3 examples of characters lined up here, otherwise you guys will claim that I have no idea what I'm talking about, and I'm just some crazy guy with stupid hair. And ain't none of these characters that I'm going to talk about from my badass videos that we talked about earlier, so hold on to your flippin' mittens. Then 3 characters are Raiden, Max Payne, and the goddamn Batman. They all have their own goals and something that keeps driving them on, and the stronger that is, the better for your character overall. In my last video, I filled up your brain with theme, which means to sum up the idea of a work with just one word. And each of these characters has a theme too. Raiden's and Batman's is justice, and Max's is drunkenness. No, it's more like redemption, but you get the idea. Now, another key term in badass is to have your own set of rules that you follow. Now, once again, there's a fine line here, and having someone say, I play by my own rules, is a surefire way to get your character on the wrong side of that line. It's what makes the difference between, you know, characters like Rorschach and Night Owl, Sherlock and the entire British police brigade, Simon and Garfunkel.
They're on pot.
You see, it's really more of a I'm going to get this done no matter what kind of mentality, which nicely leads into our next topic. Oh man, I can't. The character must choose to go on when things get hard. Simply having greatness thrust upon your character doesn't justify him or her being a hero. It means that they're lucky, and sooner or later that luck's gonna run out. And then you'll be dead.
Raiden? Raiden! Raiden! Raiden!
But choice is a big deal here. There needs to be a point where the character is almost broken with almost nothing left, then bam, boom! There you go. That's why when Goku goes Super Saiyan for the first time, you're like,
I am the hope of the universe! I am the answer to all living things that cry out for peace!
Max does this by looking in a mirror and deciding to become sober. Raiden does this by simply operating on US soil despite whatever the consequences might be.
It's not all so simple, Raiden. They import those brains legally, for medical purposes. It's all done.
Being legal doesn't make it right.
Raiden.
And Batman is, well, he's the friggin' Batman. He do what he wants. And sometimes they don't think it be like it is, but it do. And through that choice, the character becomes stronger, and therefore, a badass.
Let her rip.
And it fucking great. Now that you know what a badass is, it's time to see what the developer can do to make you see the badass for what he is. Step 1! You have to build a connection with the player. The Metal Gear series is unique in doing this because it usually does this through comedy.
You'd be a little conspicuous just walking the streets.
Relax, Kev. I'll blend right in.
Yeah.
Which is a unique and a heavy-handed series that's about war and soldiers and what soldiers are really fighting for.
What am I fighting for? Ain't nobody got time for that.
Max Payne does it through awesome bullet time, and that really can be as simple as that, just having a good combat system. Just don't insult your fan base, you morons. Don't make them become whiny babies and make a video about what's wrong with your game. Hey guys, you should check out this other video I made. Step 2! You have to make the player feel like the person they're playing as. If I have one complaint about the games made by Platinum, it's that they're full of the, oh man, I want to do that cutscenes. You know what I mean? They sometimes do let you do that, but it's through the use of QuickTime events, and it's not always built into the actual mechanics of the game. Max Payne gets you feeling like a boozed up cynic through the use of inner monologues.
Something told me these guys didn't have security clearance.
I mean, who else is really gonna hear all this crazy banter going through his head? In Batman, everything makes you feel like you are Batman. From the soundtrack, to the gadgets, to even the way that you look at the map, it's all the way Batman would do it. Oh my god, it's crazy! Did you think that those detective bits were in first person just as a nod off to Doom? No! It's for you to say, hey, I did that, I'm Batman! And it's great. Now this is Revengeance analysis, so let's analyze some shit. Revengeance makes you feel like the character in a whole mess of ways. Why do you think they put the codec in the game? Just so you can call your peeps and shoot the shit? Because you'll learn more important facts about Germans and their love for torture porn? No! It's to say, hey you, guess what? Hey, you're Raiden. And the way you can slice through anything like a ninja, you know, because Raiden is a ninja. Even the way Raiden moves during combat, it's so fluid and seamless, it makes you feel like a badass. I mean, look at this! Revengeance doesn't just have you controlling the reins of some crazy cyborg ninja dude, it has you become him. Especially if you've played, like, you know, Metal Gear Solid 4, and you're like, man, I can do that! And the game is, yes, go forth, my son, and take all of the others' cyborg juice. This game just really pulls off the whole badass aspect, like, flawlessly. It's just a thing of majesty. And robot cyborg ninjas.
Oh, don't mind me, I'm just mining for gold. Ha 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 ha! I'm Scrabble, and you just watched one of my videos. Isn't that great? Yes, it is. That beard wasn't real, oh my god. If you like that video, you totally should. Like it. Yeah. Also subscribe if... Just do it. Feel free to also follow us on Twitter or Facebook. Oh my god, it's amazing. In a few more seconds, some more videos are gonna pop up, and it'd be great if you watched them. Yeah. So, the next choice is yours then.